Hello and welcome to the IPL show. This is your one-stop destination for all things Indian Premier League. And as always, I am joined by our KT Head of Sports, Ritu Raj. And just like a paper today says, Gujarat Titans sinks Mumbai Indians. I mean, what a headline. And I absolutely agree with it because Ritu, what a match. What a match. I feel like Titans have finally been, getting their tempo back. A powerful packed performances. Three of their players, Miller, Manohar, and Shubham Gill, were exceptional. Gill seems to be cementing his position in the national team, whereas Abhinav Manohar, who was the man of the match, what a power-packed performance. And Hardik Pandya, the catches, he missed, but then the ones he catched, his leader. I mean, he's back. I feel like it's also a little bit of Hardik Pandya effect that is there. That Gujarat seems to finally find their tempo back, and they're finally playing like the defending champions. Ritu, what do you have to say about yesterday's match, especially Gujarat Titans?
Fiza, thank you so much again, once again, for this live program on our platforms. First of all, after a long time, I think we had a match that was pretty
One-sided.
one-sided. Yeah. So for neutral fans who don't have one team to die for, so it's like a little bit of boring maybe because they have spoiled us all these
Yeah.
teams in the last couple of weeks. I mean, in almost all the matches, if you remember, have gone to at least the last over.
Yeah.
So they have kept you on the edge of your seats,
Yeah.
and unfortunately, yesterday Mumbai fell short of those expectations, of those standards.
Yes.
And as you rightly pointed out, the heroes of Gujarat Titans last night, obviously. But before I could come to those players who made such a big impact in terms of runs that were scored for the Gujarat team against Mumbai yesterday, I want to make a very important point here of the role Mohammed Shami played.
Oh.
I think it was when we're defending that kind of a total, it is also important because we can see in T20 matches in T20 tournaments how sometimes even defending 200 can be not easy.
Yeah.
Because on surfaces that are good to bat, batting team, especially in the evening when dew becomes a factor, the dew factor, because once dew is is on the field, and when what happens is it becomes difficult for the bowlers to hold the ball.
Hold the ball, yeah.
Okay, so they have to they have to keep wiping the dew away. So that is why it becomes easier for the batting team that is batting second.
Yes.
Okay, so it becomes easier for them. So dew becomes a so having considered all those facts, the start that was given by the Gujarat Titans pace bowlers, especially Mohammed Shami, because we can talk about other bowlers who got the wickets, but they would not have got the wickets if Mohammed Shami was not able to put the pressure that he put at the start of the innings. If you see his column, yes, he didn't take a wicket, but he went only for 18 runs in 4 overs, which is outstanding. So he put the pressure.
Them down.
He put the pressure on Mumbai Indians batsmen, so he may not have got the wickets, but he made Mumbai Indians batsmen to make mistakes, and eventually, because of the line and length that he bowled at, because of the quality of his bowling, and also we cannot forget Hardik Pandya.
Yeah.
Of course, he hasn't been very fluent or consistent with the bat in the last few matches. It's not the Hardik Pandya that we saw last season.
Yeah.
He was regularly producing those big innings. As of now, he has very occasionally come to the party, with the bat. But also he bowled a very nice, very good spell. I mean, he supported Mohammed Shami very well. He got a wicket as well. So I think the bowling was very important. The way the two new ball bowlers, Mohammed Shami and Hardik Pandya himself, and Rashid Khan as well. So I think they never allowed Mumbai to break free from the shackles, and Mumbai never recovered actually. So once that early pressure was put, they didn't know how to react and how to bounce back from that.
And like Mumbai made like how many? 144?
152.
152.
Yeah.
Around 144 to 152 they
Yeah.
made.
Yeah.
That's they had to make 208.
Yeah.
So like usually I remember we speak yesterday we spoke about 7 runs.
Yeah.
You know, they were short of 7 runs. And I remember speaking about, like, 2 runs, 1 run, 3 runs, 5 runs. This is like 50 runs.
Yeah, this was a lopsided contest.
This is like
yeah.
a one-sided.
This is not what you want to see as a
Yeah.
neutral fan.
You don't want to see this, but
Yeah,
you know,
obviously the 100,000 people inside the stadium, Gujarat fans, they must have been very happy
Very.
with the performance and with the comprehensive
Yes.
victory. But they have spoiled us. These teams
Yes, these
overall
have-
have spoiled us by giving edge of the
such
sit
thrilling.
thrillers. Yeah.
But you know, even though this was one-sided, it was a pretty good match.
It was a good match because
it
you
was a
saw
good match.
you saw good quality of
You saw
cricket
good quality of
being
cricket.
played by one team mostly, obviously. As you rightly mentioned, the point I wanted to make, Manohar.
Abhinam
Manohar is a very little known name actually.
Yeah.
So not much is heard of him.
And not
He's
much spoken of him also.
Yeah, he's 29 years old already. So he hasn't made much of an impact in Indian first class cricket. So when we say when you say first class cricket, that means the Ranji Trophy, the
Yeah.
4-day format. So probably he's not been considered good enough. He comes from Karnataka, so he hasn't been probably considered good enough player to be playing the Ranji Trophy format, which is the 4-day format. That he has played about 25 matches for the limited overs team of Karnataka in state for the Karnataka state team. So, but credit to Gujarat Titans
Yeah.
scouts, they have seen some potential in him, despite him not being among the leading players of the Karnataka state team. They must have seen some spark in him,
Yeah.
because of which they kept backing him. The first 2 matches that he played for them, he wasn't so successful.
But now.
But last night, when they needed a push for him, push from somebody, so that push came from a player who was trying to make his place permanent in the Gujarat Titans team. So then he came at 4 down. I think he came at 102 when at that stage it looked like Gujarat would be happy with something around 170. But it was his innings, it was his cameo, the way he went after his shots, the way he went after the ballers. I mean, it was pretty amazing how he turned it around with this
Yeah.
20 ball 42 or something, and he had that partnership with David Miller. But it was actually Manohar, the little known
pushed it.
Manohar, who set the tone and allowed Miller to buy the time. So as I said yesterday as well, David Miller hasn't been scoring runs. So coming into the match, David Miller was little bit of, he wasn't really very confident about
Yeah.
his game because he hasn't got the runs behind him. So he needed somebody at
that
the
push,
other end,
yeah.
somebody at the other end to take the pressure off him.
Yeah.
And Manohar luckily was that somebody yesterday who took the pressure of Miller. Manohar played that amazing innings, allowed David Miller to kind of take his time to settle down, and then Miller came up with his final flourish, and they got the 200 plus score. And it is very important, not for just for yesterday's match. David Miller is a very important player
Yeah.
for the rest of the matches. If Gujarat, as I said yesterday as well, if Gujarat wants to become only the third team after Mumbai and Chennai to defend the
Defend.
IPL title,
Yes.
Miller is going to have a big role to play in it.
You know, even yesterday we spoke about a player where, who's a very good player but is not able to perform. I think it was Sarfaraz.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Delhi
But
Capitals.
we saw how, so you see the difference. Manohar also
Yeah.
trying to make his place,
Yeah.
And he's trying his best to, convert his runs.
Yeah.
You see, I feel like this IPL is teaching us so much more than just, who's winning, who's losing, but also how people are trying to make their place not only in the, the IPL, but in the team, and how many of them are actually being successful, because it's not easy it's not easy for everybody. And I think even Sarfaraz is 29.
Oh, he's 25.
25, he's younger.
Yeah, Sarfaraz
Yeah.
is a much more talented
Much more
player.
talented
Yeah,
player, but
he
can't-
is. Yeah, I
He's
mean,
unable to.
Yeah, I mean, no. He, as at the Ranji Trophy level,
Yeah.
he cannot do anything more than what he's doing.
Yeah.
It's just that for some strange reason, the selectors have kept ignoring him for the Indian Test team. I don't know why. I once had an opportunity to speak to the former chairman of Indian selectors, Dilip Vengsarkar, and I asked him the same question. Even he was quite baffled why
What?
Sarfaraz has been ignored by the selectors time and again. But what I wanted Sarfaraz to do is to grab his opportunities,
Yeah.
like Manohar
Manohar
has
just done.
in the IPL. So
Exactly.
don't forget, IPL is a very big platform. If you do well here, then the selectors will have no nothing to, like they
Ignore.
cannot keep ignoring you
Yeah.
after
And
that.
they
The
cannot like say
selectors, yeah,
no.
they cannot say no. IPL is very big.
Yeah.
So I hope just like Manohar,
He
Sarfaraz takes
takes
a
this
leaf out of
opportunity.
his book
Yes.
and grabs his chance next time he plays for the Delhi Capitals.
Exactly. I really would like that too. And you said that Gujarat Titans will be this third one after Mumbai Indians and
Sorry.
you said that Gujarat Titans will be the third team.
Yeah, what I meant was that if Gujarat performs well and if players like David Miller,
And they win the match.
and all these players keep performing to their highest level, then they have a chance to become only the third team in the history of Indian Premier League to defend the title. The only two teams have done that in the past. One is Mumbai Indians and the other is Chennai Super Kings.
Exactly. Well, Chennai Super Kings is doing amazing this season, but let's come to Mumbai Indians. As you said, defending champions, there are only two defending champions who have been able to defend
Yeah,
the,
the title.
the title. That's Mumbai Indians and Chennai Super Kings. And what is Mumbai Indians doing? Right now, they have lost 4 matches. I feel like if they lose another, they'll be competing with Delhi Capitals, who's lost more. And I feel like that's a team. Okay, this is another season that's going poor for them. Not that good batting, not that good bowling. I don't understand. They won twice. Now again they lost. What do you have to say for this team?
Yeah, in the middle of it, it seems like Mumbai Indians have put their problems behind them, and they have found that winning formula. And
But-
so Surya Kumar Yadav was
Yeah.
he started to play well as well. And then what happened was they lost the last two matches. So again, they are in bit of a trouble now. It's not bit of a trouble; they are in big trouble. I would
Big
say
trouble.
because Jofra Archer, the point that I tried to make before as well, and I believe yesterday as well, I made that point. A lot was expected from Jofra Archer, but unfortunately, he just came back from an injury. He couldn't play yesterday, and the bowling needs lot more strength. Actually, the bowling needs lot more strength. So Jofra Archer was again missed, and I just saw the news that Jofra Archer is still struggling with his elbow injury.
Yeah.
And in the middle of the IPL, why he missed the match yesterday? Because he's not in India now. You won't believe it, maybe. Yeah, he's not in India now. He's gone to Belgium to see his elbow specialist. He's gone there for a few days just to do some more work on his elbow. And then the Mumbai Indians are hoping that he would come back and play Mumbai Indians next match against the Rajasthan Royals over the weekend. But again, I believe that is just hoping against hope. So even if he can come back just before the match or 1 or 2 days before the match, you don't know what kind of match fitness he would have. So Mumbai Indians is having some kind of trouble, some big trouble actually in their bowling. And I also saw that the legendary Sunil Gavaskar has advised Rohit Sharma, the captain, to take a break from IPL. Now, because as you know, just after the IPL ends in the last week of May, 10 days after the IPL final, the World Test Championship final will be played in England, where India will compete for the championship against Australia. So, what Mr. Sunil Gavaskar is suggesting that like Indian players need a lot of rest. They need to manage their workload very well. So, plus he says he feels that it's not me who is saying this. It's legendary Sunil Gavaskar. He feels that Rohit is personally struggling with a struggling team. Okay, because he believes Mumbai Indians is struggling. So when you get into that kind of a phase when your team is not doing well, and
You
as a
get
captain,
depressed.
you put a lot of burden. So that's not the ideal situation. That's not the ideal condition to take from an event like the IPL and go to a very important assignment like the World Test Championship final against Australia for your national team, which is India. So this is Mr. Sunil Gavaskar's advice that he would love to see Rohit take a break and maybe just for a few matches, not for all the matches, remaining matches, just for 3-4 matches, he wants Rohit Sharma to take a break and maybe then he can come back.
I mean, Rohit Sharma has been a very key player when it comes to the Indian team. He's been playing, first, second with, when it comes to their order.
Yeah.
And he's been doing amazing, Whenever I usually watch the T20s and everything before, like 2 years ago or something, he was the first or second player and he would, throw centuries and he would really, give that push that India needed to win matches, or if they lost, bad luck. But then he's a very key player for the Indian team. So I
He's a
get
star
where
actually. He's a
he's a
star
star.
player. Yeah.
So for
He's the
him,
captain and the star player.
and
So
and
a batsman that India relies a lot.
exactly,
India had relied on him for about 13, 14 years
yeah,
in limited overs format, and in the last 3 years he has established himself in Test cricket,
yeah.
and he has become a leading batsman in Test cricket
Hmm.
now. So India relies a lot on him. So
That's
yeah.
true. And like for a player like him to also see defeats the way Mumbai Indians is seeing, this is the second season they're seeing this.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
it's very devastating. It's very like bringing your spirits down.
True.
So I do understand why from where Sunil Gavaskar came from. But also, guys, go and check out all the latest news related to IPL, the articles, the latest match schedules, and everything on KhaleejTimes.com, because they are honestly like the best articles, to be very honest. Like as I read earlier, Gujarat Titans thinks Mumbai Indians. Like, come on, that is so true. But also one thing that I just remember from the latest match schedules and scoreboards, we are already halfway through
Yeah.
the IPL, halfway through literally the Indian Premier League this edition. Earlier, I think when I asked you who do you think in the final four, you had said Titans, Rajasthan Royals, you had said Chennai, and I think I believe, did you say Chennai?
Maybe
I don't
maybe
remember the fourth one.
Yeah. Okay.
But you said another one. Probably Bangalore.
Okay.
Probably Bangalore. But who do you think now?
Okay, right now if you stop the league phase now and you say, okay, we are not going to play the remaining matches, whoever finished, like, so everybody has played,
Yeah.
say, 10 matches or 8 matches each, and now we are going to the playoffs for some reason,
Yeah.
suppose hypothetically, then which are the teams that would go to the playoffs now? So I have got
Chennai.
those teams. Chennai is on top of the league with 10 points. Gujarat, Rajasthan Royals, and Lucknow Super Giants. These are the three teams who have all 8 points, but on the net run rate now, Gujarat Titans is in the second position thanks to their victory by
Ah.
big margin last night against Mumbai Indians. So they are in second position. Rajasthan Royals also have 8 points,
Yeah.
just like Gujarat Titans, but because of their inferior run rate, they are in the third position. And Lucknow Super Giants right now, they also have 8 points, but due to inferior run rate, they are in the fourth position. So these are the four teams that will now qualify for the playoffs if the league stops now for some reason, hypothetically speaking.
But
So now you also have
RCB.
You also have Royal Challengers Bangalore on 8 points and,
And
Punjab
Punjab.
Kings on 8 points. So these are the teams that are currently placed in fifth and sixth. So judging the way how Mumbai Indians have lost their last two matches, and there seems to be trouble in the Mumbai camp in terms of injuries, in terms of not knowing who
What to
their
do.
best bowlers are, in terms of not having Rohit Sharma in heavy scoring form, in terms of not having Surya Kumar, in consistently amazing form. So I believe Mumbai Indians, Kolkata Knight Riders, Sunrisers, Hyderabad, and Delhi Capitals, they are still not out of the reckoning
Yeah.
for a place in the to fight for a place in the playoffs. But these are the teams that will have to lift their game
A
quite
lot.
magically, and quite incredibly, and they have to do it fast.
Yeah. So basically, out of the entire pool that we have, any can go. All 10 can get in.
Yes, see, I mean, top six now, it's
Yeah.
very easy. Top six have, so first Chennai Super Kings, and then you have Gujarat, Rajasthan,
And
Lucknow, RCB, and Punjab.
You know-
all these five teams are all having same 8
Same
points
8 points,
each,
but the run
they are
rates-
all separated by the net run rate, which can change at the blink
True,
of an eye. actually.
Exactly. But I feel like whoever had asked initially, I feel like Ihab and Hussain and Leslie were on live too. And even when earlier I had asked you, I don't think any of you had mentioned Lucknow. None of you mentioned Lucknow, even though I mentioned KL Rahul. I did mention KL Rahul. You guys
Because you are the in-house expert now, you get all your predictions right, ma'am.
no, it's like unlucky. But like no, I feel like KL Rahul has lady luck. And this year he just got married, so I'm going by that. And Punjab, my favorite team, is also at 8. Let's just hope that these teams do play more and get more numbers and run rates, because the run rate really matters. Rajasthan Royals, after they lost against Lucknow, I believe,
Yeah.
they still were number one because of their run rate.
You know, this reminds me, like, see at the bottom rung now, which teams you have? Mumbai Indians
Yeah.
on 6 points.
Yeah.
Kolkata
Kolkata
Knight
Knight
Riders,
Riders,
Sunrisers
Delhi
Hyderabad,
Capitals.
and Delhi Capitals are all on 4 points.
Yeah.
So they are almost coming to a stage where they have to win almost every match,
Every
especially
match.
the teams that are on 4 points. Which are these teams again? Let me remind you: Kolkata Knight Riders, Sunrisers Hyderabad, and Delhi Capitals.
And
These
oh my
three
God.
teams are all on 4 points, and they are facing a situation where these three teams, when they play the next matches, they all almost have to win their matches.
But-
you know, the last time it happened to a team that were doing this bad, like towards the halfway stage of the IPL, and that team was
Chennai?
almost at the bottom of the table, and they almost had no chance
Of winning.
of giving them no chance of reaching the playoffs. Okay, it came to a stage where that team had to win all their remaining 6 or 7
To reach the
matches.
finals.
I cannot remember, no, not to reach the finals, to reach the playoffs.
Oh.
To reach the playoffs, to be in the top 4 teams. Okay, and that team was Royal Challengers
Yes,
Bangalore.
They are always
in,
that team.
in 2016, and they turned it around. You
They
know
did.
how? Because Virat Kohli was in the form of his life, and they won all their 6 matches. And if I remember well, in those 6 matches, I think he scored 400s. They eventually not only reached the playoffs, they reached the final.
And then
They lost. I mean, they lost, but that's again one
To
of those.
Chennai?
They lost to Hyderabad.
Hyderabad.
Yeah.
And Hyderabad is right.
So things can happen, but who can be the Virat Kohli of these 4 teams now? Mumbai, KKR, SRH, and Delhi.
Well, we can figure out for KKR tonight because it's Royal Challengers Bangalore. Kohli, who is in
Yeah.
the best form, against Kolkata Knight Riders, who needs to be in their best form if they want to go to the playoffs. So, guys, what do you think, Ritu? Kolkata Knight Riders, are they going to be in their best form, or is Kohli going to do some magic?
Tonight, right?
Yeah.
First of all, it's quite incredible because we ran out of words and adjectives to describe what Rinku Singh did. You know, hitting
Yeah.
5 sixes of the last 5 balls and
Magical.
And winning that match against Gujarat Titans from nowhere. I
Yeah.
mean, that's something that has never been heard of in cricket. What he did. I mean, people have hit 6 sixes in a row, but people hitting. Somebody hitting 5 sixes in the last 5 balls when you needed 29 runs of the last 5 balls to win.
That is
Okay,
something else.
that was incredible. But what
Incredible.
happened after that? That Kolkata haven't won a match after
After
that
that,
match.
I feel like it was this.
And Kolkata was also losing that match.
Yeah. No, what's surprising to me is I think he did this once. That's it. The Indian selectors
Yeah,
have selected
so-
him. He's done.
So Kolkata hasn't. I won't blame Rinku Singh for that because he has been playing well. But Kolkata needs to find a way out of the phase or
Yeah.
hole that right now they are in. They need to lift themselves.
They need to be RCB from
but
2016.
Can they do that against RCB because RCB have won their
Oh.
last 2 matches. RCB have won their last 2 matches, and I think Faf du Plessis deserves a lot of credit.
Yeah.
He has been outstanding as an opening batsman.
Yeah.
Virat Kohli is playing well, obviously, but there is a question mark over Virat Kohli because Virat Kohli is getting the starts very well. I mean, last match, obviously, he got out to a golden duck. He got a golden duck, but otherwise, in the whole season, as of now,
He's-
Virat Kohli is getting the starts in the power play, but then he slows down against the spinners. Once the spinners comes out, when the field is spread after because you have the field restrictions
Yeah.
for the first 6 overs, then we have got the deep field after the 6 overs. So that's when the spinners are coming, and that's when all the spinners of all the teams that have played against Royal Challengers Bangalore, they have managed to slow down Virat Kohli considerably after that. So it is basically Faf du Plessis who's been consistently putting them in a position of strength. So again, Maxwell coming into form is very good news for the Royal Challengers Bangalore. But as a Virat Kohli fan, this is something that is bothering me.
What is?
What is that he's slowing down against the spinners. He's unable to have that same fluency
Yeah.
against the spinners in the middle overs that he has against the pace bowlers in the power play overs. So now I'd be very keen to see how Virat Kohli is going to tackle this situation, how Virat Kohli is going to find solutions
Yeah.
to that problem. Or is Kolkata Knight Riders bowlers, are their bowlers now trying to work on that area, trying to put pressure on
Pressure
Virat
on them
Kohli once
because they
again?
know what's
So
the
it's
weak
going
point.
to be quite a contest. If Virat
Yeah.
Kohli survives the first 6 overs, it will be very intriguing to see
Yeah.
the battle between the Kolkata spinners and Virat Kohli. Yeah.
It will be a very good one actually. And I feel like this is Kohli's last IPL. Let's just hope for the best.
No,
Let's
it's
see.
not his last
No,
IPL.
last captaincy. Sorry.
No, he
Is
has not been captain. I don't know. There has been some confusion actually
Yeah,
because
I
it's
have-
now Faf du Plessis who is the captain. For the
Exactly.
last couple of matches,
He was.
Kohli has taken up the role of captaincy, but it's Faf definitely for the season. Yeah.
Let's see what happens. But anyways, thank you so much, Ritu, for your details and for all of the knowledge that you provide us every day. And let's see you on the next one. Tomorrow is better. You're going to be here tomorrow.
Yeah.
So
Friday you need to have Ihab
Ihab are
and my good friend Hussein.
yes, both of them will be there on Friday.
Yeah.
So guys, join us on the next one. This is all from us today. Do share who you think is going to win in the comments below. This is Fiza Nattu with Ihab Kadir and Shihab signing off.